Hi, I am Biju. I choose an 16-bit single-chip microcontroller SIC17W13. I just tell the general information about that. Vendor of the microcontroller is Epson. SIC17W13 is SIC17 family. And the main advantage of CMOS microcontroller is very low static power consumption and reduce the complexity of the circuit and high noise immunity. CMOS means complementary metal oxide semiconductor. This microcontroller MCU that features low voltage operation from 1 volt, even flash memory is included. This IC includes a real-time clock, a stopwatch, an LCD driver, PWM timer, and then embedded flash memory. The capacity is 48 kilobytes for both instructions and data, and then embedded RAM capacity is 2K bytes. Further, I show you the general block diagram of the circuit. And the display RAM is 26 bytes, and then CPU is 16-bit RISC CPU core, and then clock generator. There are 4 sources to generate a clock like IOSC, OSC1, OSC3, EXOSC. These are generate a clock pulse and each have different crystal frequency. After that, IO port. Number of general purpose IO ports in 24 bits are 8, 24 bit special register are 8, and 8 bit special register are 1. And the number of input interrupt ports are 27 bits, like several combinations are there like 21, 23 or 27 bytes, and 23 bits universal port multiplier also available. And then timer. Microcontroller SIC17W13 have 4 timer, that is watch stack timer, real time clock, 16-bit time and 16-bit PWM timer, and then supply voltage detector. This voltage detects an 1.2 volt to maximum 3.6 volt. The 3 serial interfaces are available, that is UART synchronous serial interface I2C. And then other important thing is this is basically used to sound generator whose frequencies are 512 Hz to 16 kHz, and IR remote controller, LCD driver, RF converter also there in that microcontroller. And then arithmetic operation, basically it will do an multiplication and division. 4 reset control also available that microcontroller, and 2 interrupt also available. That interrupts are non-maskable interrupt and programmable interrupt. The operating temperature of a microcontroller is minus 40 to 85 degree Celsius. These are all the information about the block diagram. I draw the block diagram in draw.io tool. This is the website to create a diagram, and these are the internal block diagram of every block. This is DC to DC converter, and this is interrupt circuit. That is information go to the interrupt controller. And this is system reset controller, and this is interrupt controller, and this is the register. These are the general purpose register R0 to R7. These are the special register: program counter, stack pointer, processor status register. And this is the instruction set for SIC17W13. Basically it have one basic instruction and included 184 other instructions also available in SIC17W13. These are the instruction and they are separated by how many machine cycle required, flags affected or not, and memory required. And then addressing modes. Actually it have immediate, direct, extended, relative, indexed, inherent, stack pointer and memory to memory addressing modes. These address modes available in the SIC 17W13, and this is one important addressing mode, 10-bit addressing mode, and how the data will transfer. This is the example how the data will transfer from one register to other. And this is the microprocessing element architecture. And this is have flash memory have 48 bytes in both instruction and data, and the embedded RAM is 2k bytes, and 8 24-bit general and 2 24 special and 1 8-bit special register also available in the microprocessor. And up to 60 megabytes of memory space in 24-bit address and SIC 17W13 using hardware architecture. This architecture using separated instruction bus and data bus. Multiplication, division and math also available in the microcontroller. Main instructions are executed in one cycle and immediate data can be extended up to 24 bytes. All memory and control registers are accessible in 16-bit width and one cycle. This is the general information about our related to the computer organization and architecture. Actually this is microcontroller, how the way to connect to the bus interconnection, input or output connection. These are all about the basic of our computer organization architecture subject, like how the ports are connected, addressing bus, control bus and the memory. That's all the general information. And the register, there is a lot of registers are available in the SIC 17W13. Actually 13 registers are in the power supply, reset and clocks, and separated CPU registers also available. And then general purpose registers are, I already told you, R0 to R7, and 3 special registers are also available: program counter, stack pointer and program status var. And these are a lot of registers also available in SIC 17W13 microcontroller. Basically register can store small amount of the data used to store programming various operations such as addition, multiplication and codes. The resulting data in the main memory. So register contain the address of the memory location where the data is to be stored. And this is the algorithm or flowchart for signed and unsigned multiplication and division. Actually SIC 17W13 mainly perform on multiplication and division. This is the algorithm. I will show the flowchart. This is the flowchart, and this M is the multiplicand and Q is the multiplier, and it check Q0 value is 1 and the condition will go through at the a value a plus M and shift the value to CAQ and count value is reduced by 1. After that go to the check whether it is a count is 0 and the process will end, and the count is not 0, again the process will continue again. And other is division. This is the basic algorithm of the division. This is the flowchart for the division, and M is the divisor, Q is the dividend, and the initially program and shift A and Q after A value is minus A minus M and go to check A less than 0 or not. If A less than 0, if the condition is satisfied, and go to other statement Q not equal to 0 and A equal to A plus M, and the count value will be reduced by 1. After check whether the count is equal to 0. If the count equal to 0, the process will end. Otherwise it will go to the first step and shift the A and Q. And this is the MAC multiplication. And find the type of control logic units. And basically the control unit contains the instruction register, the decoder and timing unit to generate various control signals. The instruction is decoded and the record signals generated for RALU controller. And then some control units are available, like arithmetic logic units, internal data pods, external data pods, control units, sequencing like program status pad, and the operation and data transfer from external interface to registers. After that, the memory management system. The CPU register has 256 bytes of memory location, like 00H to FFH. Two 8-bit temporary registers are provided by CPU hardware. They are used to access the location from CPU file. In that figure also, the device size is 32 bytes and the IO port is 1 kilobytes. The value from FF to FFFF. And then flash area is 48 kilobytes and device size is 16 bits. And the display RAM area is 26 bytes and the device size is 16 bits. And peripheral area 18 kilobytes and the device size is 16 bytes. And this debug RAM area is 64 bytes and the RAM area is 2k bytes. Device size is 32 bytes. And some advantages are there in the memory management system, like they have separated data memory and program memory, and the program and data bus, and the program and data bus can be adopted for performing requirements and fetching instruction and data occurs simultaneously. And in the data bus, 8-bit wide but microchip offers a microcontroller 16-bit program memory width. This increased width allows more number of instruction get fetched. After that, parallel processing capabilities. This is the pipeline. The CPU instruction codes are all fixed to 16-bit length, which combined with pipeline processing allows the most important instruction to be executed in one cycle. A RISC processor to execute instruction and increase speed. This is the diagram of an parallel processing. After that, parallelism. As the multiple process operate parallel and independently, multiple cache may process different copies of the same memory block. This creates a cache coherence problem. In a multiprocessor system, data inconsistency may occur among adjacent levels or within the same level of the memory hierarchy. For example, the cache and the main memory have the inconsistent copies of the same object. In the shared memory connected to the bus, like two caches and the two processor. Thank you.